and beautiful day way by in blessing and guidance, sorriness. And in love, we don't make, we don't see them. We tell them, okay, thank you for this. And we always can believe, say, anytime we go lead on the net, we grab, we wake. Not to anybody do for we that only Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, give you that gift today. The one day we not able to make them today, we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for the, he get mercy on them. Whatever mistakes they may do, at this whole so it take its sorriness for grant them mercy and let them enter into eternal rest and of course rise in glory. First, I want to ask me listeners them, supporters them, fans and well wishers them for let them all follow me. Let them follow me now. Now, yeah, let them share, let them comment, and of course, let them subscribe to the Kutubu Kuruma YouTube platform, please. The topic today, they talk about patriotism or nationalism. Nine are the topic today. And like I already talked, not to all them who come now, they talk, politics, APC, SFPP politics, because me really don't try to get myself out of that. I don't try as much to get myself out of that. So, like I say, one time we're going to look at people them, we don't make a lot of difference in the lives of their fellow, citizens them. The people them, way in their own, little ways, they don't help, care the country go before, or do something either in the lives of fellow citizens them, or of the country as a whole, we actually promote the profile of the country. So today, in that regard, now one person we can choose today for talk about the extraordinary service system we don't make to the Salonian society. Waiting you don't do, or waiting this person actually mean to which Salonians. The person we talk about today is no less than Professor ALUSINE JALLOH, we be na the University of Texas here, so Arlington. We na be professor the the history department. But before we talk about how he end up na Texas day, we go back to informative stages in life. For example, you go Trinity, what they call America, they call a Head Start. Then later go to the primary school. Then you go St. Edward's Secondary School from start to end. And as a matter of fact, you get the honor and privilege for be the senior prefect at the school. And I be big thing when they make you senior prefect, you come up with a lot of understanding there. Your academic performance, you conduct at school, the things the way they do, you exemplary, conduct, you leadership, skills, and all of those factors, and then they put together, they make you, senior prefect. In other words, you know the link between the administration and the students. Then. So you get that kind of honor there. You done St. Edward's Secondary School. Then, of course, you go to Fobe College. Again, as God will have it. He did very well at Fobe College. He graduated. But the man where he always did in, the search or quest for academic excellence. So what he do? He come to the United States. Now, I got power. We come, with no time. Being at the fast lane. Come, get actuated by the lawyers of the place, or get caught up in material fixation. What he do again? He puts himself at school. He go Harvard University. So he done there. He get in terminal qualification under the PhD. Where he gets him again. Like I said, a man way, he's always on the move for excellence. Because to am failure not to an option, Nandi. It's not an option. Success through hard work. Naina a mantra. God make you get a job na Texas day. Na Arlington University of Texas job day. And so far he was head of the history department at the place. He retired. But he retired premature. Why he retired premature? Because he want to return home so that he will make a contribution to us, the task of nation building. We all go recall a statement or a request where an American icon be make January 20, 1961. Would another person will be make a client call on people in the United States? Now the president, John Fitzgerald Kennedy, he asked a fellow citizen shortly after he done took the oath of office as the 35th president of the United States. He tell them, say, let them not ask what America go do for them. Let them not ask that. Rather, for me to give us waiting them go do for America. So now that's now Professor ALUSINE JALLOH do. He not ask waiting Salon go do for him. He not ask. Rather, he put in service system knowledge and waiting God Almighty don't bless her with. He put them at the disposal of the country that he do. So in other words, he answered the call of Kennedy in another way now in your homeland, because the call way Kennedy be make now America be make on young people there. But this call resonates with a lot of people there. And so Professor ALUSINE JALLOH, now one of the people them where that call they be resonate. So what he do? When he return home, like I said, a man where he is actually giving to a qualitative excellence in the context of academia. He go establish a department or a faculty now University of Salon. Now he go establish a faculty at the University of Salon. All on his own, not to say he do it with the assistance of the government, but before he do that, in school where he go, St. Edward's Secondary School, we prepare him, for national service. He go there, he go give the school a facelift. Again, all on his own. In other words, waiting God bless him with, he put him at the disposal of a fellow mankind. He go to the school. He do that day, he brings St. Edward's Secondary School to a very respectable standard. This is what he did through Ion column. He not go big to anybody. Now the little penny way he get and the work way he do. Now he puts together, he do that day. And like I say again, he opened a faculty at the University of Salon. All of that saying. But in addition to that, the man, like I say, he recognize talent. What he do? We all remember one part where they call Wilmot Blyden, the third. What he do? He established a foundation in him. In other words, he give scholarship them in that man in him. So what he do? He try for motivate, the tomorrow leaders them. And we all know what Professor Wilmot Blyden, do Salon. So Professor JALLOH recognized, what he do. So he established a scholarship where, in the man in honor. When about 3 years now, we don't need. But again, like I said, the man is so much appreciative of what he mama do, because the sacrifice that the mommy make for in border them, as a matter of fact, one of in border them late, Dr. Chen or JALLOH, he said, don't pass away. Let God give Arijana for nothing. Then they get another brother now also. The mommy, Mommy Adama, what he do? He sacrifice on their behalf. He invests in them. A day like today, they Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala not take care. But what did the man do? For keep the mommy in memory alive, He also established a scholarship, for that. Now the second year this now, where this one is gone, in the Mami in honor, Idurani. Only Tapian that also, what he do? We all go remember one man with him, he called Professor Ato Ibrahim Nasalu. We all remember that man. Also, what he do? He also established a grant or a foundation or a scholarship in name where they give, a deserving student name. So you actually see a man where he can't find bigotry, he can't find ethnic bias. No, he is not, because like the way he go about, Professor Wilmot Blyden and crew, he make one for him. Then of course the mommy, because they say charity begins at home, he make one for his mama. Then he do one for one Mende man. So you go see the man, he was totally unbounded by bigotry, tribalism, or ethnic bias. Look how he do him. Even now, as I talk, now yeah, the man busy also the renovate learning institutions. And who say gonna say this man, na man way, na a hands-on deck man. Not a man we believe say now for wear necktie, you sit on our office, then you they give instructions. I go show now evidence of him being on site. That na the project where he undertake, where in the finance, where they work there, he did on site, he see, he supervise, what in day, physically present there. All of it. But all of this thing away, Professor ALUSINE JALLOH don't do. One day gonna public media for go announce himself. He has never. Now we no more think say, then senior now for, because me don't always talk the best time for pay homage to anybody, not to wait he don't pass away. I not believe in that. When person they alive, what he do, the differences the way they make in the lives of a fellow citizens, where they alive now for talk because when you talk it act as a motivating factor for other people. Other people go see them, they go resonate with them, they go copy them. So now that they will say, no, we go come talk about this man and highlight the things that he don't do. Not to say I actually no, now we say no, we fordo him. So now that makes it today, because of this man, this John Kennedy, he call where he don't answer, but what he do, he actualize in your country, he give back to society in a country, waiting Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, don't bless her with, waiting God Almighty bless her with. So it's necessary for law can't talk it. Now, here is the difference between Professor ALUSINE JALLOH and the other people then we other bookman them. When they don't also when they don't put that paper on them, say they don't then they begin calling a doctor, this doctor, that. When they go back to the salon, the only thing now when they think they for do the politics and the go back. When they go back, the only time when they yai day na for politics, nothing else. And not to say the politics they help the country. Now they self and they help at the expense and detriment of a fellow citizens, because they see the kind of ostentatious, and opulent lifestyles and when they live, where they far in excess of their legitimate earnings. We they see all that. Not to say Professor ALUSINE JALLOH, he not get the gravitas for going to politics, so because he get the name recognition, but no, he believes say there are many other ways for serve a nation, not to only by way of politics. No, wait till he don't do so now, an enduring legacy. Now he don't left enduring legacy. Enduring legacy now he don't left. No matter what happen, no matter what. Today, tomorrow, they also, oh, you see that place there? You see them people there where God made their own land book? Thanks to Professor ALUSINE JALLOH. Now invest in them. And all of them people, especially within that faculty, where, not sabi them, not to inform with them. But he's just giving back to society. Because even at the University of Salon, who said the lecture now, Now, in at the head of the history department, now at the head, you don't do other things as soon as you see them. I make it right in a year. How they try begin arrange for visiting student them where the people in the for example they may hold something at the embassy of Salon, the United States embassy na Salon, where they go depict a very historic phenomenon now country. I don't put her follow now all see them. I don't put her follow now all see them. That another Bones Island, whatever it is, for go give a historical analysis about them. All of this time in effort. So when we get people like them, why we will say God thank you. At least not all is lost. Not all is lost. Because like I say, the avenue for going to politics, they are open to them. The avenue for let Professor JALLOH go into politics today. But the fundamental question where he asks himself, no other side, no they gave for making contribution towards the task of nation building politics no more. In come up with the answer say, there are also other avenues and where person will go, where you go make a very meaningful contribution towards the task of nation building, just like how you go do in politics. And so we don't see so far. So we know the best thing this way he don't do. Because what he do, he not go na that place there for make money at the expense and detriment of fellow citizens. No. Rather than in the spend. So you cannot accuse him of corruption. You cannot accuse him of moral failure. You cannot accuse him of patriotism. You cannot accuse him of self-centeredness or man way na more him. No. Where you go characterize them when you talk about a patriot, it really na an epitome of what they call patriotism. We can already hear this politician they talk. Let put the nation first. Let put the nation first. But when you turn around, you look at the activities, it don't reflect that day. That na the sad irony that Lord put the country first, Salon come first, but the actions are not they dovetail that day. It is one thing for talk about Lord we put the country first. It's one thing for talk about that. So we all of that in a platitude actually. Lord put the country first. But it is entirely a different thing, the way you actions them not dovetail that. For example, the positions the way people in the hold. Like me don't always talk and I not go ever stop for the talk not to a right, not to divine right, not to entitlement, not to a birthright, neither not to circumstantial freedom. Now, an honor, a privilege where citizens and they put by fellow citizens that make them they give them their office they are so. So when you did at their office they come with guidelines them. There are a lot of things and where you're not supposed to do. They expect you for live up to the trust and confidence where the citizens they put by you. That not the thing that for do. But we know we see the exponential corruption where now it don't become the modus operandi or the part of most of the people them. When they enter into service and say they go for work for the country, no, now for themselves and they work. They are not working for the country. They are not working for the country. They do things the way they're not supposed to do. Engage in the most egregious conduct, corruption being number one. All of them say. So all of them here, Professor ALUSINE JALLOH, you can say, yes, there is also another way where you will be of service to the nation, not to only through politics. You see, this I make this today program make a very significant and abiding, and we resolved it today. The only person who will talk about that today, now Professor ALUSINE JALLOH, and this program will remain like this. Go for today, tomorrow, and a Saturday also, so that everybody go here. And not only that, we do again our Facebook, a YouTube live. Why, we do again at the, regular place than at the Salon Tok Forum where they deal with issues, comment and analysis. We do just so, for show this importance and seriousness of this, and for sure with depth of appreciation. Because now one people that you will get for do something like this. One. Like I said, the retire when the man retire, in a premature retirement, he do. In a be the head na the university, in a be the head at the history department, and I be the head at the place. That man before they take go. But he said no. Yes, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala don't bless me with this. I mean, I don't learn book, I don't get job, I self-sufficient, and all that said. So what do I do? I also they spread this privilege and gift and waiting God do for me. And they spread them off also to me fellow Salonians, where I mean we call them the downtrodden. We don't get this opportunity and privilege when we get. Then they talk about quality education. But the question we go ask, I mean, how committed are the one name where they talk about we for bring quality education now, will they do this? People are complaining. They say for even a school fees they're not able to get up. Now, Salon Tok Forum, that platform we are the almost every and then people they send request to me, send this money for me. Now this I want to do, I want to go school. I not able to pay school fees. I mean, and they ask me, say, where they got a fee? Say me go pull up. I'm not there in that kind of a place where finances they open to me, where I go do that. I mean, I would love to do it if I did in the economic position. But where God put Professor ALUSINE JALLOH in that position, he don't do them gratis. He's not asking for anything from anybody. Wait till he gets, he decides say he go share with incompetent mankind. So the man are a true Muslim. The man are a true Muslim, in addition to being a real patriot, in addition to being that, he's giving back to society, waiting God bless him with. So what we can do now for the pray for the man, how a member of the country would be similar like man him. We pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for let this be part of a watchword. Let Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alamin continue for me a watchword, and let God make a focus na salon, regardless of waiting at the obstacles them, regardless of waiting at the convulsions and vicissitudes them, regardless of whatever setback it is, let God make that he remain very focused. Let God make how he don't can't go to that mission for let the old candle light before he compete water man and the downtrodden. That's what we go and call it the downtrodden. Let God make that he remain focused on that. Let him remain focused, because it takes a man of supreme courage, a man who really gets a country at heart, say, you know what? Me your contribution this way I they give back to society. Now this way they give back to society. And because for later man they left, what they do? I mean, the man had everything where they go for an aya. He did a very prestigious university, in a lecture day, and he opened to many other things anyway, open to him. Lots and lots of advantages and they will open to him. But all of those things he give them up. He give them up. In other words, not to man way, actuated by material fixation. No. It is not money. Yes, we need money for address, issues them. But it is not all about money. The question is enduring legacy. This is exactly what some of women they tell one, we other late a bookman, we don't in also we move from time to eternity. I mean, you get all this, education where you get one of the best schools and where money can buy. Yet He get all that time today, doctor this, doctor that. He get educated na that school, na that university, na that study. He hold this job, he hold that job. But in the end, there is nothing where he left where people will say, oh, this is a legacy, this. After a while, in name now they can't erase so because nothing no day where anybody go point to say, oh, where that man be there, this is what he do. Now this he left. No matter what they happen, Professor ALUSINE JALLOH in name go be etched in the annals of his salon. Say where he been there alive, where God Almighty bless him with it. A, B, C, D. Now he do. This is what he will always be remembered for. And that is anybody they pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, say, let you do something where go positively impact, the given circumstances of your fellow mankind. And this is exactly what Professor ALUSINE JALLOH don't do. What they do, he now involved in a mission where they train the next generation of leaders with quality education. With quality education. They want them where not go able to afford them. You don't make the opportunity. Like I say, look what you don't do. This scholarship the way you don't establish in the name of and people like Dr. Wilmot Blyden III, and by God's power, elite mama, and Professor Ato Ibrahim. All this stuff for encourage people them. How many people they don't ever do that at Salon? How many people don't ever, with all the money that way they get, with everything they get, we don't say, you know what? Me, they can't establish this year foundation for them people. None. Now, in the first way, don't do this. Now, all of that reasoning, they say today we can't talk about Professor ALUSINE JALLOH. Now, the first way, don't do this. The first way, establish foundation them. After, iconic people them. And as God will have it, Imam are one of the people there. So this all the time for the keep the memory of the Imami alive, all the time for the keep the memory of the Imami alive. So that because if anybody win that scholarship now in the name of the Imami, now you don't win now. And that goes for Professor Ato Ibrahim. They will say, oh, that man get the Professor Ato Ibrahim a scholarship now in the tick study now. Or Dr. Wilmot Blyden the third. Now in your scholarship now in the study now. All of this. So these are the things. So the man actually it takes satisfaction. Say in the fact say it don't make a difference in the lives of in fellow mankind. And this exactly now they call this way President John Fitzgerald Kennedy be make where he tell people them. He say no ask waiting this country go do for you. No ask. Now waiting you go do for the country. And this call don't resonate with Professor ALUSINE JALLOH. Waiting to take this call here, he can't go to Salon, he go answer and then he go answer. That day he can't go to Salon, he go answer. He make less Salon have a call and say, this is what I will do for you, gratis. So the call with President John Kennedy be make on a fellow Salonians, on the fellow Americans, this now the call this way don't resonate around the world. And where God made people like Professor ALUSINE JALLOH, they don't pick them up, they don't actualize them. A day like today, people they benefit. They know they only benefit from a reservoir of knowledge. They also they benefit from in financial generosity. I mean, what else can anybody ask for? What else? So when the man they alive so now, if for ye then kind of a tribute all they pay to and say, you know what? We really appreciate what you don't do. We tell God, thank you for this. And we pray God, let He give you long life, let He give you the robust health, and let He continue for provide the means. And also, this prayer will go for his son, a very young man. And we see the way our Professor JALLOH in that his son, where he been there with Tanayana, Texas, we see the rapport where they between them. We see our Professor JALLOH try for motivate the young man. We try for see waiting he go do for make sure say let that young man know say the sky na in limit. The sky na in limit. That nothing no day where he go want achieve, where he no go get some, nothing no day. All waiting needed here. Sacrifices on the young man in part therefore be born with characteristic understanding, a cheerful fortitude, so that success no go elude them at all. And like I said, some of it and our witnesses, we see them. Even like where they sports and they basketball and everything. The man was very close to that young man. We see him what he did a year. Because what they try to for mold them, for tell them, say, there is better things that we can do with your life. We am a young people them na salon because they don't get role models in the country. So what they not take it to lifestyle and where they win them. Now make with the bodies, drug abuse, kush abuse, and all that thing. Because you don't get people them where go come for whole kind of life before them. All of them here. But we tell God thank you. Professor ALUSINE JALLOH make sure say he direct his son. He make like he know say as a young man, he get a bright future ahead of him. He get a very, very, very bright future ahead of him. And all he need for do now for take advantage of the opportunities the way they around. Let you objectify yourself with the breastplate of integrity, the armor of discipline, and the sword of service and selflessness, for be prepared for be one of the leaders them, because the opportunities are there, the skies are there, and I want to when nobody not going ever take from that young man. You're like we not going ever take him away from Professor ALUSINE JALLOH that education, because that education they no matter what happen, now you go put her in a very good stead for the today tomorrow, so that you're able to navigate the rough terrains in life. Because once the education on the discipline on in on the values and way Professor JALLOH he may not take when na the hallmark when na modus operandi. So as we see, because we see him, you don't impart them to the young man, so the young man will never go astray, will never. So today, like I say, this is one of the happiest days in there. Forget the opportunity and privilege for come talk about a very iconic figure in our community, where within the Salonian sophistication, where don't make a big difference in the lives of fellow citizens. We tell God thank you for this, for Professor JALLOH. What he don't do. We say not so only politics now in addition, because we see doctor this, doctor that, he did politics. Then the danger about them today, they know they make any preparation. Once the politics is over, they like nothing. They like nothing. Because they don't make adequate preparation for go into when they go to politics, and then get this belief where some of we know say it based on naivety. When we say they go there in politics, stay and die. No, you will get for commodity, but when you don't commodity, waiting at the fallback, waiting some of we elect in this country for before people then go into politics now, they don't make them. So to the politics that service to mankind. Service, not to place for go. You say they go get riches them. No. People like Professor ALUSINE JALLOH them. If that then kind people there, eventually must say he decide, say he they go into politics, he they go there. Now service he they go render, because from outside the environs of politics, we don't see what he don't do. One, the man is self-sufficient, and that's so politicians in this country are. Before they go there, they don't make them already. So they know they go live at the expense, starvation, and detriment of the fellow citizen. Now that made this corruption beaucoup in politics na Africa and Salon particularly. Because people that they go there, now hard up people that they go there, populio poor people will not be getting nothing. So when they go there, they want to see how how they go to grab. Le Professor ALUSINE JALLOH now more even assume that thought they say, well, okay, let transition me set into that other life again for see what difference of it. You know they go there because you want to make money. Because the man already established, established now. See, there are a lot of things that we go do without, a fleece you fellow citizens. He has already established standing. He don't already establish standing. So he can get into politics without exploit citizens without fleece them. And then kind of people there, we go be glad for seeing that they go into politics because they can say the man don't demonstrate them. There is no other way again where this man will demonstrate in patriotism, where they say put Salon first. There's no other way where you do like this way you do is so tangible. The empirical evidence is there to prove say indeed this man, when they say patriotism, nationalism, in an epitome of identity, where they say put Salon first, in a classic example that the people that they would consider role models, that they would look up to for moral guidance and direction. When they talk with authority. They talk with considerable authority because what they do, they practice what they preach. So today, like I say, na my greatest honor and privilege for come highlight, the contributions of Professor ALUSINE JALLOH. A man was very humble. One of in characteristics or one of the virtues where it will go be said and seen about Professor ALUSINE JALLOH, that's where they get humility. He gets up. It really gets humility. Not a man where dismissive or condescending, or where they make like everybody know say, well, oh look, I am Professor ALUSINE JALLOH. I am this. Maybe not be this. No. For the longest time, I have known this man. Where I don't interact with him. Where you say humility, that's Professor ALUSINE JALLOH. With all this accomplishment where he gets, with all that here where he don't do, in the lives of fellow citizens, but he remains still very humble. Humility na in watch what are they? When they say somebody we're humble and we're very respectful of people, that's it. Very quiet by disposition. He does not draw attention to himself. He does not. Not to who they see there we pseudo politicians. They are everywhere making condescending statement them, being very dismissive of people them. As if then are the be all and end all, then are the alpha and the omega, then are the Iyakina Budu, Iyakina Stein. Just like when the witch man can say, he said, what is there in you that speaks so loudly that I cannot see? You get a half position now. You they see the ear of arrogance, the moral arrogance, when they're part of them. But when you talk about Professor ALUSINE JALLOH, he's totally unbound by the thing they know. He is totally unbound by the kind of people in it. So today, I look say, no. One thing for do that for come openly talk about this man. We extol in virtues them. What he stand for and what he don't accomplish. Now I not only do the audio part. Now I don't already write. Now read the writing also. The writing they go with the audio part of this. The audio now for we brothers and sisters in normal way perhaps not get the capacity for read and write, but at least they go hear. So exactly waiting at the talk show. Now I write. I tell God thank you for that, and not only that, for underscore the seriousness and importance of this program today. I also do have live on Facebook and YouTube, because the thing about YouTube, it go always day. It go till eternity, as long as we get social media. This thing where they talk about Professor ALUSINE JALLOH today, it is na YouTube tego. If una go na that Kuchubu Koma YouTube platform, una go see a day. All I need for do now for just una just access her. Una go see a day. because of the historic importance of now make I say I go also do by way of YouTube and Facebook Live and YouTube. So for underscore the importance of So today we can say one alas one atala boku thank you for Professor ALUSINE JALLOH in life. For what you do when you create somebody like Professor ALUSINE JALLOH, for the direction where you give, the candlelight where you hold before Professor ALUSINE JALLOH, where is itself the camp hold before we, especially down to it, because like I say, currently, like I say, he's busy preparing the next generation of leaders by what he don't do in the University of Salon. He not only don't establish a faculty, but also in the head of the history department, at the head there. So even as he head a whole department, he don't open another, branch for the next generation of leaders then. What else can we say about a man like this? How much blessing we go talk say this man get? How well can we be enamored of a man like this? We don't demonstrate what they call true patriotism and nationalism, and we come now for answer John Fitzgerald Kennedy in call. We say no ask waiting the country go do for you. Now waiting you go do for the country. What you go do, and this is precisely what is done. In case the answer gonna Salon saying that this is what I will do for Salon. This is what I will do for Salon. Now that he don't do. Now that he do, let God bless him. And like I say, we they see the tangible evidence. We'll say the evidence. The evidence abounds plentiful. For let everybody say this is what Professor ALUSINE JALLOH don't do. It abounds plentiful. Not of saying speculation, conjecture, or that. No, idiot. Like I say, by God power, I will put the visual evidence now. It will go with this broadcast. Let us see what you do. And like I said, the man even and one of the photos una go see the construction site. Who say the edifice where he commission where they put together. Una see where he did it. Where he did not to man where they wear necktie, he goes sit on the office, he bellow instructions and command. No, he's there physically. He make let people know that he's part of them. They give them motivation. Let them understand, so you know what, now all the parties here. So these are the sort of people that we want to see in politics. Now the people that they want to see in leadership. Because one, you don't make come before. Once you don't make come in your private life, so if you join politics, you they do enough because of nationalism. You they do it for patriotism. They go there again for go drag the people they hate. This time, all the more make a today program very significant and abiding because Professor JALLOH is there. They did it for try for say, oh, let's go there quick. They make money at any cost to the Machiavellian approach, the anything acceptable mentality. No, he get an integrity for protect, and thank God he has protected this integrity. Right from from informative stages in life, and that this they not hold them, they not sustain them. Canada, he go na Whitman country, he go na Whitman University. Say he head the department. Who say he be the lecturer University of Texas na Arlington, the history department. He was head there. This now Whitman country, a foreigner come na in the head the department. What can you say about that person there? Now, because he get everything where it takes, he get everything that make them. Yes, people do complain about racism. People do complain about, but now one thing I can tell anybody: if the person not like you say because of your color, he go like you because of waiting you able bring to the table, waiting you go offer. We tell God thank you. We tell God thank you. that Professor ALUSINE JALLOH able bring something at the table where go make they make up an integral part of the mission of that university day. And the mission of that university day, the core mission, now for produce the next generation of leadership by God power. So today, now me honor a privilege for can talk about Professor ALUSINE JALLOH. And at the back come up with evidence on go see about what he do. I will not explain to you say this man he don't make your contribution with your money. You go St. Edwards, una see what he don't do na St. Edwards. Where you don't revitalize St. Edwards Secondary School. All with your money, you go to Fourier College, you see what you don't do there. And other things around. So these are the people who they talk about people them where they say they put the country first. Now they kind people here, now them actually don't actualize that day. Say, okay, they say put the country first. This is my own contribution. This is what I'm going to do. These are the people that they were. This is what I'm going to do. And they can say all of this, it emanate from what John Fitzgerald Kennedy be asked people involved do. Say they not ask what America go do for them. Now waiting they go do for America. And that call it be America January 20, 1961, where they take the oath of office as the 35th president of the United States. Then we made that call. And now the call is where, as a matter of fact, it don't just about resonate with people them around the globe. And now Professor ALUSINE JALLOH don't embrace. Now he don't take. He can't go back now in your country. That call where John Fitzgerald Kennedy be make. Say let people they don't ask waiting the country will do for them. Right now waiting they will do for the country. Now Professor ALUSINE JALLOH take he can't go to Salon and he don't go actualize them. So for issues, comment, and analysis today, we can talk about the phenomenal achievement of Professor ALUSINE JALLOH, the marked demonstration of patriotism and nationalism, and the philosophy of putting Salon first, where he don't do with ostentatious expenditure of electrical energy, gratis, where he don't ask nobody, he don't take penny from nobody, in a give back to society, waiting Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless her with. Let God continue for put the blessing part. And now, let that blessing they extend to Baba. Let God guide him, Baba. Let God make his son follow this path where in the Professor ALUSINE JALLOH don't chat. The path of service to mankind, where you don't get good education, the foundation, where you don't lay the foundation, where you go take for help you fellow mankind. Let you do that. And then also this question of being very humble, humility. Let also humility be part of her. And but also not forgetting, let Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give in late mami arijana for nothing. And let it take solace in the fact say, yes, indeed, in Peking, that a worthy person. It don't make a lot of contribution to us, in fellow mankind name. People that we not be able to afford, we call them the downtrodden them. It don't hold candlelight before them. It don't show them say in life, no matter what will happen, once you try, believe me, God not go forget you. The people they now where they enjoy waiting in the Professor Nondu, Professor JALLOH, establishing a whole faculty under people that will get scholarship and all that say they not be they expect something like this could come their way. They not be they expect that day. But one thing in life we already talk. Once there's life, there's hope. And Ibadi say Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will send somebody for can be of help. And that this does not happen so. That not happen so. Outside people then they point, especially the politician then, people like Professor ALUSINE JALLOH then they make up. Outside the politician they point, people like Professor ALUSINE JALLOH they your job now for make up and he don't do it. So just want to tell Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, thank you for your life and what you do, and we pray say let it continue for touch in life, they continue what they do. For issues comment and analysis today, where they come highlight the tremendous contributions on the part of Professor ALUSINE JALLOH. This is a Kutubu Kumadi, wish everybody just about a very pleasant and blessed day.